Am I? Nah, we're good still. Oh, fuck, dude. Cool. Yeah, no, both use the window. Both use the window.
I think we're gonna be in each other's stream.
It might be cool that way. Rick's gonna stream too, you guys. The more the merrier.
We gotta
watch our stuff.
Take it here.
Under air raid in fucking
Somewhere.
Biden, bro. I'm so mad right now. So mad. I'm doing okay though. We'll be fine. Boy. Oh my god. What up, Dunk on you? Appreciate that. So we're finishing up, y'all. Like we're waiting to get back home now to the capital, but that was a bad one. Thank you, Dunk on you, for the 5 gifteds. We got lag. Is the lag bad? Is it real bad? What up, Bremer says?
Right
No. Oh, yeah. Is there a Wi-Fi? Can we get the Wi-Fi from the building?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that it's better than.
It's probably. These guys, can you see what's going on here? What up, Evie? What up, Evie?
3G or LTE.
Yeah, I got my hotspot. What up, Kylie? No lag. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe we want to just started. Who knows? I'll just go like right here so we like got a little bit of space. What up, Dunk? What up, everybody? What a long day. What a long freaking week. It's just been like a long week in general, though. Like, oh man, I'm just tired of being hot. Tired of sweating. It's cleared up now. Okay, good. Dude, that was an objectively bad gaffe that Biden did, and the only way I feel he can remedy this mistake and gaffe is if he announces right now in this press conference that everybody's waiting for that Ukraine can strike anywhere in Russian territory and take the fucking training wheels off. Like that's what it needs to happen. Like he needs to do that. People are on there coping. The copium's at level 11 right now. I'm having people in my comments, I expected better from Merc. Get the fuck out of here, boy. What the fuck you mean? I'm not a Democrat shill, okay? I speak my mind. I'm independent as hell the whole way. Still voting for him. Still gonna support him or whatever, but it was objectively bad. And anyone that can't like call that out and say that mistake was very bad, it is what it is. And it's just, bro, maximum copium. And I can't. How's Ukraine? It's holding on. What up, Tavo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Just kind of fuming from that stupid, like of all the mistakes.
Andrew?
Can they hear me?
She's there. I'm checking the chat.
Of all the mistakes, bro. Like, that's bad one. Okay? What happened? Fucking Biden introduced President Zelensky as President Putin on the NATO. What up from Talon? And he fixed it. He did fix it right away. But it was so cringe. Zelensky tried to save it, and he says, I'm better. But it's just like, oh. What happened today? So Biden's giving the speech on the NATO stage with all the leaders there, and then he introduced President Zelensky as President Putin. Now the president of Ukraine, President Putin. And then again, he does fix it immediately. He says, oh, did I say Putin? Just because we're trying to defeat him.
No, he said.
What did he say, Rick?
I'm so focused on beating Putin that I...
No. Yeah.
Yeah, he said I'm so focused on beating Putin. I think my stream...
He's gonna make me start smoking cigarettes again. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna like start smoking cigs. This is the toughest shit. And the copium doesn't help either. When all the fucking I'm sure now. I'm starting to learn like who's actually paid by the DNC probably on Twitter. You know, they mean well, and yes, it is true. The alternative is like fucking also objectively worse. Okay, it's like two truths, and people that can't navigate this log off the internet. Don't give a take. Just don't even give your opinion. Just watch and see what happens. Vote for who you're gonna vote for, but then don't give a fucking opinion right now if you can't handle being objective on everything. The alternative is bad. We're not going to vote for Donald Trump. I'm not going to vote for him. But Biden's mistake was very bad on the world stage today. And I feel, like I said, the only way it could be fixed is if he allows Ukraine to strike in Russian territory, like they should have been. Training wheels should have been off. But this is one way that, like, then what? No, what mistake? Well, he said Putin by accident because Ukraine's able to hit those airfields now. Like, but if nothing happens, or if nothing big happens, I'm sorry, those F-16s, man, I got... Me and Rick are trying to keep it together over here, dude. The copium is at max. Is your stream up?
Nice rent. No, it's not working.
It's not working.
Streamlabs bug is there again.
Ah, fuck.
You know?
Well, here, while you're getting that working, let's give your... This is Rick the Ukrainian, everybody.
Hey, guys.
He's working. What do you think?
I think that... Okay, just my opinion. I think that man has the signs of dementia. And unfortunately, he cannot run the country for another, 4 or 5 years?
Maybe four.
4 or 5 years. I mean, I just don't know your terms, guys.
Yeah,
Do you have 4 or 5 years?
That's 4 years. It's a 4-year term.
4 years.
Yeah.
Because we have 5-year terms here in Ukraine.
Yeah.
So, he cannot run the country for another 4 years, guys. Because this dude... he's not doing a good job with Ukraine, to be honest, okay? We see this for 2.5 years, and if in the beginning we could say, oh no, wait, sanctions will start working, they won't be able to make rockets, you know, now we see that they are not. They are finding the bypass, and unfortunately the US and European countries are not doing enough. Ukrainians are investigating that constantly, and no, it could be done better, you know? So the problem is we have an ally who unfortunately, I mean, only government, right? Because people are supporting us, but we have an ally who cannot provide enough military aid for us to win. And that's unfortunately, unfortunately, if Biden stays, he will continue the politics of no escalation, okay? Then we'll just keep slowly losing this war. And if Trump comes, then probably no aid will be possible at all.
It's like no aid or dog shit policies right now.
Yeah, and if if that happens, then a lot of European countries will also back out.
Yeah.
And you know, guys, I think Andrew is right. Biden, when he said, I'm so focused on beating Putin right now, so I made that mistake.
Cringe.
It's such a cringe. First, but secondly, that means that he really thinks that he's no. It was just an excuse. It was an obvious excuse. But man, if you were really focused on beating Putin, we'd already at least had the permission to strike the Russian territory 300 kilometers and deeper, at least.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he can fix this by announcing. I don't know if his press conference started yet. Freaking Anthony Blinken announced the F-16s like a freaking video game release, like a fucking E3 release. We're pleased to announce today that we're giving Ukraine. Well, we're not. It's not coming from the U.S. It's coming from the Netherlands.
Yeah, you're not giving.
It's not even our F-16s. We're giving the permission for other countries to give the F-16s.
It's just like some constant show off of something that is not there, right?
Press conference still hasn't started. What do you mean, why do we want World War III? If Russia brings World War III, Russia brings World War III. Fucking dig in, boy.
Russia's
I've been telling
already
you.
bringing
Yeah, he's
it
already
in.
started it anyways. Fucking get ready. Get your fucking house in order. All right? That's what I got to say about that. If there's a World War III, put Russia and Putin will bring it on.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay, I'm WAV now
Cool.
on my channel too.
Cool,
Finally,
cool.
I've
You have
beaten
a-
that damn bug.
The Streamlabs bug.
Gonna stand on the other side of this window sill. Do you call it a sill?
I think we could do like a... Yeah, the windowsill. There's a lot of Russian bots in the channel. It's in the shorts feed. It happens. Ukraine attacking Russia with Western weapons based. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope it continues. I hope fucking after the strike on the children's cancer hospital that Russia feels some of that soon here. I swear to God.
Yeah, so...
And if Russia wants to bring World War III about that, better get your house in order. That's all I gotta say. Better figure out, better go to the range, I guess. I'm cool. I can shoot a target from 300 meters away. What do you want to do? Cuck, be weak to Vladimir Putin and Russia and allow them to just steal land and take countries? How many children died? Too many. One too many. What up, Alexa? How you doing? Yeah. Plus, we're already in the propaganda of it. Russia's already blaming. They're already calling it World War III. They're already fighting NATO, according to them. They're not. They're fighting Ukraine with Western weapons, but they're already calling it that. Putin's the aggressor. And if you can't see it like that, it is what it is. You ain't making your bed anymore? What do you mean? Make your bed. Do that. But yeah, so we're back from we're on our way back from the front lines in Ukraine. It's just bad. Let me know if something big is announced in the press conference. We're under air raid. So like while we were actually in the train, we were actually in the station getting ready to go. And then I literally see the gaffe and I literally see Putin I'm just so flustered right now. I'm also tired too. I'm like very tired. Lots of sun, lots of working, like actually working in the front to help the soldiers and stuff, like just moving shit. So like I'm already tired and then I'm getting ready to do the stream. I don't look Ukrainian. You don't look like a fucking real person either. TNC slots. What does that mean? What is tits and fucking... I can't say that. Sorry, I don't want to say the other word, CJ. Tits and something slots. Thank you for the hug. But I'm getting ready to do my stream, and I see it's just horrible. It is. And like at a time like this, and also probably because me and Rick just toured the front lines in Ukraine. We just went from the northeast of Kharkiv all the way around. Now we have more pictures and video to show you, but we got a reality check, big fat reality check that even YouTube channels, fucking Jake Bro's video today, copium, flat out, period. Like most of the videos I'm seeing now are copium from what I'm seeing in my own real life, in my own eyes, on what's happening out here. And appeasement policy is not gonna work at all. How's the overall mood in Ukraine? Beyond negative. It is what it is. Okay, it's bad. It's a resilience in terms of nobody's gonna give up. They're not gonna quit. But in terms of like the morale, it's less than like the worst. It's like 2023 was the best year so far. They had good counteroffensive in 2022. Last year was the best year. This year is worse. So it's like this, right? This is how it started. Russia invaded. Counteroffensive. Kyiv liberated. Great. Kharkiv liberated. Kherson liberated. And then 2023 came. And then now here's 2024. It's horrible. It's very bad. So they need artillery. Artillery isn't making it here. So I'm waiting for announcements from NATO to facilitate getting artillery shells to Ukraine because they don't have them. Guys are out on the positions for weeks, 2 weeks at a time because they're stretched so thin. Foreign volunteers are being sent in fucking mass to go die. They're being sent on death missions. Like, they're not coming back. They know they're not coming back, but that's what they're doing. They're exhausted. It's like 100 degrees here for at least the next week, and it was 100 degrees a week prior. It's very hot. It's just there's the energy situation is critical. Majority of cities, except for Kyiv, but Kyiv still has rolling blackouts. But you see, there's a city back there, blackout. There's no power. I've got to last year put a rose-colored glasses on because we were ready for the counteroffensive. There was some hype. There wasn't any power problems. I was in Kyiv most of the time. Reality hit this one. So you go to the city, there's no power, there's no AC. Like, and then what are the soldiers going to do? They go back to their house that they're in because they work a deal with the residents. So the residents leave in the village or the city or whatever, and then the soldiers have to pay the people, pay the residents to live in that house, so that way they'd have like a forward house so that they can go to the front. But they come back and just sweat. Like, it's hot. How are you gonna rest for this? I have no idea. And they have to go back out there and fight again. Multiple cities are gonna be occupied soon. The positive is defensive lines are being built, but they're far back. The other obvious thing is Russia will never take Ukraine. They're not gonna take the whole country. But Ukraine's going to continue to lose territory. That's going to happen. And unless something serious changes, like allowing Ukraine to strike anywhere in Russian territory. 1. 2. F-16s need to be on a serious matter. All right? Not fucking a couple from the Netherlands. Oh. It's copium. They need serious F-16s, like hundreds of them for it to matter, for it to make a difference. Like, what we're doing is the best for the soldiers, and they so sincerely appreciate it. Like, I've been given things I can't wait to show you guys. Like, literally the clothes off of their back. We met with a guy who serves in the armed forces of Ukraine now, and he used to be, well, back in the Soviet times, he was a Navy diver, okay? And now he's fighting for Ukraine. Gave me his uniform. I have that. So I get to show you guys that, like, from the appreciation from all the support that we were doing. I'm just sitting there. He shows me his memory book from when he served back in the Soviet Union. And then I'm like looking at it, and he's got the diver suit, the Soviet looking diver suit on, and he's like at the bottom of the ocean walking it. He gave me his uniform from that time. This is a Soviet Navy diver uniform.
Actually, let me show it to you. Andrew is showing what he was gifted. And can you show it to my guys?
I was given so there's a guy who serves in the armed forces of Ukraine now. He's a little older, but
no, I think he's not serving.
Well, he has
but
the uniform. He's involved.
Yeah,
he's involved with the armed forces.
Yeah, he's involved.
Yeah, he's involved. But he served for the Soviet Union as a Navy diver, and he gave me his uniform.
Yeah, guys, he gave his uniform of 40 years old.
If you wore this, this is a 40-year-old Soviet Navy diving uniform. Because
I can't imagine what honor it is for you, because for me
it's incredible.
It would be a lot.
It's incredible. Like, I didn't expect it. We're sitting there we're just eating and like meeting with people because Greg and Jenya just they do way more than you guys even understand. Like, I don't know if Greg really, maybe he does relay the work that they do on his, I don't watch all of Greg's streams, so I'm not sure. But my God, they do a lot.
They do.
It's a lot, like a fuckload. Like the deliveries they do, the aid they deliver, you don't even think of. It's like things you don't even like. I don't want to ruin it dude, yet because I don't like some of the things that we did today. Yeah, no spoilers, so we're gonna wait. But just some of the things that we were delivering and the people we were seeing, like, didn't even think of that. Didn't even think that that's what's needed or what's out here. But like it's just incredible. Like it's just sad because like the situation at the front is beyond less than ideal.
Yeah.
Beyond less than ideal. It's bad, very bad. So Biden's talking now. Well, hopefully they are putting in the fact that Ukraine can strike Russian territory now. The fact that he's super late, I'm sure his administration is freaking the fuck out. Russia's going to use that as propaganda. Russia's going to use is what he said as propaganda. And again, the only way that can be fixed is if Ukraine can now strike in Russian territory anywhere. Good. Let me know. Let me know what he says. Let me know if anything comes out of that can remedy the gaffe. But yeah. So, talking about Russia invading Ukraine. I'm glad you and Rick can see Greg. We did. We were with Greg the whole week. If Trump wins, Russia will take more territory and they'll be allowed to do it. If Trump wins, Ukraine will they'll still fight. They're not going to quit. But even the Ukrainians don't. Like, we're sitting there talking with people, big deal people. I'll have to talk about when I get home. I don't know I didn't even catch their names anyways, which I wouldn't say anyways, but I can say like when I get home, the general idea. But they know if Trump becomes president, it's done. Like, it's done for Ukraine. So with Biden, there's an appeasement policy that needs to be fixed and an escalation worry, and also these gaffes that are just absolutely ridiculously insane that should just never happen. I don't give a shit. I don't care if he's a stutterer, he gaffes. You're on the world stage with NATO, and you're going to call President Zelensky President Biden? No. Or President Zelensky President Putin? No. No, I'm gaffing because I'm fucking tired, and it's late at night. But I'm not the President of the United States speaking at a NATO conference, and I'm also upset. And I just came back from the front lines. That just can't happen. That just can't happen. And the amount of things that need to change internally too in Ukraine, I'll have to talk about that when I get home. I'm missing how stupid Biden. I'm not watching that. It's not only done for Ukraine. Gaza's gonna get fucking razed to the ground even more. United States, we're cooked. Like, internally, it's bad. But you got to be objective about Biden too. Did I see anything? Fuck, what do you? Yeah, a lot. Too much probably. Like, fuck, dude. Like, it's gonna make me mad now when I just see copium videos on YouTube from your guys' favorite YouTubers that are commercialized now. Like, they got commercialized Ukraine shit, and they're just doing Russia shit, random fucking shit in Russia as their news, and like that's supposed to be the news for you guys now. Or they put Putin's face on the fucking thumbnail, and like, oh, we hate Putin, so we're at least aligned there. 6 damn days. It's been a while. But yep, I had a feeling, I tweeted though, and I've told you guys, I have a feeling this trip's going to be an eye-opener as soon as we found out the death of Pete. Let me get an RIP Pete in the chat. We have lots coming from, I still haven't uploaded anything from the funeral, the NAFO convoy. I haven't uploaded anything from that. We've been so busy, like, doing work. Like, not just filming. I'm not just like, we didn't just tag along and I'm just like the media guy filming it. You know, like, we got to film some things and we all took turns filming stuff. But we were like, what is going on? Okay, looks like some of the power is restoring. Let me get a plus, everybody. Just life in Ukraine right now. Are you guys there? I haven't even seen any comments coming through now. I don't know if we're live or not. Shit. Guys, hello? Check, plus. Shit. Comments. Shoot. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're here. Plus. Okay, now I can see the comments. It's the reality of it right now, you guys. When the power goes down, so does the cell service. And we can't return into the station yet until we get the all clear. All right, we're still here. Okay. Got the mini generator on. What's my favorite? Say it. Probably the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. I'm cutting out a bit. I apologize for that. How about now? Is Greg with us? Not anymore. Me and Rick are heading back. Greg and Jenya have more deliveries and more missions. It's skipping. Is it still skipping? Some lag. Oh God. How about? Is it fixed? It should be good now. We should be good. Is it still? It's coming and going. Plus now. Okay, cool. Just refresh if you guys can. When I get back to Kyiv, we'll have flawless streams until the power goes out there too. Best thumbs up ever. Thank you so much. It went out for 2 seconds. Got it. Okay, good. Good stuff. Okay. I'm not gonna say where I am now. I'll say where we were when we get back to Kyiv. But we're gonna be on our way back in about an hour. Give them hell. Okay, good. So, I mean, yeah, people should come back, just refresh, swipe up and down, like the video, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed. NATO speech is on now. Yeah, I can't watch it, so you guys are gonna have to tell me. Tell me if anything big comes out of it. You've been calling Pastor Greg and Pastor Jenya since March 2022. The work they do is beyond what anyone could imagine. Yes, and me and Rick saw that personally. We got to see that personally. No, you're good. I'll answer where we were the whole trip. I haven't uploaded anything. I've uploaded only the onesie and twosie pictures on the thumbnail of the streams. Have you guys really seen like what we were doing? Or like I took a picture of us in the van. But in terms of like what we've been doing, I haven't shown any of that yet. Breathe, Andrew, just breathe. I'm grateful for how hard you are working, doing a lot of us grannies can't do physically, but sending money as much as possible. Yep. That's really the best efforts. And with Greg and Jenya now, probably just help some of their efforts and some smaller efforts to get aid where it's needed. He called Kamala Vice President Trump. Is that facts? Hey, Mark, give the Russian front lines a big fat middle finger from Cobb Hill, Kentucky. Oh, we did. You guys will be amazed in the places we were, though. Like, boy, some tight spots. Some tight spots. He did. Fuck, bro. I think today's it. Honest, maybe. First, then. You know what it is? I'm gonna give the Biden copium people the benefit of the doubt. It's because of the fear of the alternative, and that's just what it is. But it's still copium. But it's just people are so passionate because the alternative is literally the worst. The worst. Oh God, are we losing connection again? You guys there? Fuck, we lost connection again. Hold on. Now we're good. You just don't want to, yeah, that's what it is. He just introduced, I know he did. That's what I'm talking about. Hoof, I know. So that's what we're referring to. I tweeted about it and people were mad. They're like, you're voting for Trump then? Like, wow, dude. I look sad. Rip a fart for us. I'm just frustrated. I'm just super frustrated, and there's nothing I can do about it. We got Orange Hitler versus a guy who has no idea where he's at or what's going on. And what do we do with that? You can have you have copium there, but that's just the reality of it. And again, I would take a dead corpse over Orange Hitler, but we don't have a dead corpse. We have Biden making mistakes on the world stage that is going to the Russian propaganda is just going to eat it And so is, oh my God, RT. Well, also I haven't had my THC, which I have a prescription to for like the past week. Off the front, it's not just the heat, but it's like seeing the reality of the situation. Thoughts on socialism as a better alternative for the working class? If it's mixed with capitalism, yeah, it can work. Do you guys see? Shit, like whenever I see the comments stop, I know the connection's getting mad. We can go back, hopefully we can go back inside soon. I don't think we can though. No, not yet. You're off to Switzerland, oh fun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're afraid to watch Biden right now? Biden is a neo-Nazi supporter? That's objectively wrong. You already know who the neo-Nazis support. Stop it. It's not Biden. That's ironic because even the Groypers came out, who are the neo-Nazis of the United States now, the Nick Fuentes bullshit, and they're like, if they were a Nazi, we would be supporting them. Straight up. So, objectively wrong. Ukraine, and goodbye. Gone. No. Nope. Absolutely not. So, it's just it's just bad. It's just a tough time right now. All around for everything. All of it's bad. It's just tough. But anyways, someone asked about socialism and I said it can work if there's capitalism still. Like Estonia does. Estonia has socialism with the worker for their workers and so their co-ops and how businesses are ran. But then there's still businesses and you can still have an enterprise. So it can work. But you'd have to commit. I mean, we won't be able to have that in the United States though, because we're a capitalist country, and you can't switch that off. And it would be, it just wouldn't happen. It's just not going to happen. So, but I'm just saying, I'm just answering your question. It can work with capitalism still there as part of it, like a blend hybrid. Yeah, but that works though. But it's not gonna. It wouldn't work in the United States because we're completely capitalist, and you can't. It just wouldn't happen. Yeah, I am too. But like when it comes to worker stuff and people like benefits for workers, though, some of those socialist policies work. They do. Also, you'd have the propaganda of people just calling it communism, and it would just be a nightmare. But I don't think we could. We could like slowly. I guess businesses could. What could happen is if businesses or corporations adopt like their own internal socialist esque like for their workers, but they do it themselves. And then it takes off to the point where then people want it to become the norm for everything. But we'd be a long way off. Biden referred to Trump as the vice president. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. He finished strong, but his first question was a gaffe. Canada's trying it and it's failing. And it's probably, well, we're capitalist countries though. You'd have to be, well, I don't know a whole lot about Canada's internal stuff. I just know like I've seen, as long as there's capitalist principles there and you can still have your enterprise and you still have your business, if somebody wants to start their own business, it could work. Go to bed how? We're in an air raid and we're getting ready to leave. Like, I'm outside right now. What do you mean? I'm like outside. We're going back. I don't know. I'm ignorant on Canada, so I can't speak on it. I'm not forgetting who Trump is, but Biden is the president right now. And at a time like this, mistakes like this can't be made. Period. It's just what it is. It doesn't mean it's just the truth. What do you want? Is Ukraine still bringing in foreign legion fighters? No. And people have asked me, people have straight up asked me, like, hey, I want to go volunteer at the front lines. I've all week now, and I'm literally telling them, do not come here. Don't come. Like, come to, if you're going to support Ukraine and you want to come here physically, go on the NATO convoy. Support that. Go to Kyiv or go to Lviv, and then do some support there. Don't go anywhere near the front lines. If you want to volunteer, nope. I'm going to say no. Do not do it. Foreign volunteers are dying in mass. They're being sent. Your friend is going to volunteer in Lviv next week. Make sure they stay there. Tell them not to do anything more than that. And I say that out of all the kindness. Please don't. Why are we're not, what Domino's? Does this look like does this look like Domino's pizza? Does that say Domino's? I don't even know what that says. But it's definitely not Domino's pizza. I'm at the drive-thru actually right now. I'm kidding. We're not actually in Ukraine. We're at the drive-thru. You applied a month after the invasion. They sent an email asking me to sign a contract. I didn't return it to no response. Man, might be a blessing in disguise, dude. I mean that in all seriousness. Like, foreign volunteers are dying in mass. Like, Pete, rest in peace to Pete again, please, in the chat. But he's an example. Like, that should be the one to be like, wow. But it's like, that's on, don't, now scale that. And that's what's happening here. So what's the solution? Allowing Ukraine to strike into Russian territory. Ukraine needs they need troops. A Western country needs to come into Ukraine and help militarily if they want to liberate the territory. But otherwise, the defensive lines are built. They're good. They're really, the positive is they're really good defensive lines. Right? Really good, actually. Like, yeah. Yeah, foreign volunteers are being used right now. Yes. Can you guys see me? How are we doing? Plus? Might be because I'm close to the window. Service is bad, you guys. It's just the reality this time, man. This has been the eye-opener trip. Last year was different. Last year was hype. We were all excited in the AC in Kyiv. This is like just fucking different. I told a friend about the situation. He said to stop war gossip. Point. Thank you. That's why I'm saying it. Doesn't mean we question the victory in the future for Ukraine, but so many things need to change, like so much, in order for that to come to fruition sooner than later. It's going to be at least 2 more years of the war, 2 to 5 years. But that's like if we're giving Ukraine capabilities to win, though, not what we're doing right now, not this bullshit that we're doing now. If it's 2 years, if we're giving Ukraine more and allowing them to hit into Russian territory and hit those bases and destroy them and annihilate them completely, like, it's just going to continue. You already got Bert and Ernie, fucking dude. What's the reason for the war in Ukraine? Everything started. Ukraine wanted to join the European Union while Yanukovych was president in 2014. Yanukovych signed a deal with Putin instead. People freaking protested, rioted, uprising, the Euromaidan. They didn't want to be a part of Putin's deal. They wanted the European Union. They wanted to become a part of that. Then Putin put troops in Crimea, took it illegally, put troops in Donbass, took it illegally, parts of Donetsk and Luhansk, and then almost 10 years later, 2022, full-scale war. They try to take all of Ukraine. That's how it goes. But it goes back to 2014. But even for Ukraine to join the European Union, so much needs to change too. Like, I've seen so much. Like, if Ukraine wants to be in the European Union, lots internally needs to change. Still, it's just the facts. I'm just being honest. NATO, there's an ascension there, but even then, like, they'd have to rebuild up their military and get production in Ukraine. That's the other thing European countries need to do. They need to allow Ukraine to produce here. The production needs to happen here. Selling Ukraine shit is not going to get them to a place that the countries are saying that they need to be. Not until the development takes place here, but then also the internal shit needs to change as well. Because if you want to do production here and you want to produce the things that they need, then people that are in charge of things need to like lose their jobs. There's a lot of Soviet mindset still. In a lot of places it shouldn't be. Number one, there's still Soviet monuments and statues all over Ukraine, and Russian shit all over. How are you gonna join the European Union and stuff if you have Soviet shit everywhere? That should have been the first move. It should have been taken down. So the mindset of commanders need to change. People need to honestly lose their jobs. And then if good people are put in those positions, like there are great commanders that look after their soldiers, and Ukraine needs more of that. And then again, they're gonna need help from Western country. And then they need artillery. So NATO needs to help get Ukraine artillery shells because they're not getting it. And then the appeasement policy of Ukraine striking into Russian territory needs to stop, and they need to be able to hit anywhere. All the bases need to be on fire, like now. They need to be destroyed. And then then it'll be a different phase. But right now, anybody that's not saying the truth about what's happening out there is doing a disservice to Ukraine. Anybody that's just doing hopium videos because they're YouTubers now, because they got a commercials and they get their ad revenue and all this shit, and they're just putting out hopium. They're doing a disservice to Ukraine. Complete disservice. Yeah, Orban is a traitor, absolutely. How can we best help me from home? Help me. Donate to our NAFO fundraiser. Can we get that pinned in the chat? We got to get that finished. Once we finish that, I'll feel so much better. We got to finish our fundraiser. We owe a debt on that. I delivered the truck and the medical supplies and all this stuff, but we got to finish that. So once we finish that, there's a great Pete patch that's out now. Rest in peace, Pete, again. Pete's campaign for the 67th Brigade needs help, and we pin it. Listen, it's gotta be honest dialogue, dude. Like, about it. Your eyebrows look like mine. We need to get them. Oh, these are just my eyebrows. I don't know what to do, dude. I've been like, they're just my eyebrows. Like, you want me to shave them off? Thank you for so donations. Is there a need for care packages through Greg? Yes, they do direct aid, but also care packages type of aid. Humanitarian aid, but also morale boosting stuff. So anybody that's like actually out here delivering it, like Greg and Jenya. People pay. There. I don't know. I messed them up. Maybe. People pay money for these. Dude, these are free. These came free. Yeah, the seat for Pete's urn was fixed. Greg talked about that in a previous stream we did. What can I do for a hot dog? I don't know. I kind of need one right now. Getting hungry. Good thing we leave soon. We're out of here soon. So, yeah, I'm just ready to get home, you guys. This time, I'm just overwhelmed. It's just a lot. Like, I wanted to stay so long last year, and I love Ukraine. It's great. I love the country, the people, but I'm just overwhelmed, and so much needs to change. And now that I've seen what I've seen, and know what I know, we're gonna have to. I don't even know. But Ukraine still fights. They're still going to. They're not going to quit. This is their country. Like, what would you do? Like, if it was your state, your home state, or if it was the U.S., you'd think Americans would stop? If somebody was like, America, stop fighting. You're making the world a... I can't do my business because of America's war. How stupid that would sound. Americans would be like, fuck you, right? They'd be like, who are you to tell us to stop fighting, right? That's what American attitude would be. So imagine now Ukraine. So they're not going to stop fighting. And like I said, they'll never take Ukraine, all of it. There will be gains that are coming. There will be occupations of cities that are coming. But the positive news out of this is that those defensive lines are established. They're very good, and it's going to make an impact if or when Russia does move further.
Listen to Andrew for a few seconds while I'm drinking water.
Are you getting tired on the stream? You can kind of hear we're like, dude, we've been up like, I'm like, dude, look at it's like hold on, streamception. Streams looking at each other. Streamception. We're on Rick and mine. Yeah, it's just look at this has been us for like 5 days straight, just pounding water like this. Just drinking water. This is the most water I've had in my life. I think I've lost at least 5 to 10 pounds.
At least 5 liters. No, not 5.
I'm definitely. I think I'm definitely skinnier than how I left, which was just a little over a week ago.
So this is good for you, right?
Probably. Yeah. Oh, shout out to all the gifteds on Rick's stream.
Thank you, guys.
Big support. Shout out to the gifteds. What do you got? From who? From Richie?
This last one.
Let's go. Cypher on there.
No, it's not.
Big gifteds over on Rick's stream.
The shout out for the sponsorship.
Okay, only 4
membership.
months. Damn, I thought it was a longer. Keep up the faith, Rick.
Trying to keep it up.
Trying.
Thank you for your help.
He's trying. He saw it. Rick saw it too. Like.
Yeah, Merc actually witnessed a lot of my desperation speeches, like, and he agrees. He understands why I feel that way. You see,
yeah.
Those of my speeches during, like, just between us, during the trip, where I was just saying, no man, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're losing the war, and
so much needs to change. Like, and it can though, but it can though. Like these things can change. If people that are in the positions wanted to, right? Like between the U.S. government, the West in general.
That's just like the lack of political.
Yeah, that's a great way.
Both outside and inside of Ukraine. The thing is, inside of Ukraine we have big problems in our leadership, both in the government and in military leadership. It's not a secret anymore, because we're discussing it openly, and discussing it also openly outside in the West. I started talking about this on my streams a lot. Greg is talking about it for, I would say, already, I don't know, at least half a year now. Yeah. So these problems, they have a place. So not only our Western partners, we got to change from the inside, because we started losing our aviation. We started using our air defense systems, guys. It is happening. Russians are filming all of that from their wings, from their Orlans and super camps, and all the proofs are there. They're showing that. So, but instead of really protecting our airfields better, we take the men from the airfields and we put them into infantry. Attaboy
type shit.
General
Syrskyi
is the commander-in-chief, and it was his initiative to actually start putting the soldiers from the rear, which is also important. You see,
Yeah.
like now we see why rear is also important, and soldiers in the rear are also important because they are sending guys from communication brigades. Guys, communication is the key in really building up the army discipline and stuff, you know, and the orders, and they are taking people from communication and putting them into
the
infantry
infantry.
guys, into infantry. And also another big problem is that infantry is being used, unfortunately, lately by I would say at least maybe half of the generals, Ukrainian generals, are also being used like Russians use their soldiers. That's I'm
the truth.
It's really hard to say that, but that's the truth, and I hate to say it, but we gotta admit the problems if we want to fix them, if we want to overcome them,
Yep.
those challenges.
Yep.
So that's been really big.
Yeah.
Really big problem and really messed up situation right now on all the fronts.
Yep.
So I don't know what we can do.
Well, but we can just keep doing what we're doing, right?
Yeah, we will.
We'll do. We're not going to
soldier
stop
on,
doing
yeah.
what we're. Yeah, we're going to soldier on and stay resilient. But like you guys are asking about the morale and the big picture, and it's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good. Like point blank. Period. No Again, we're seeing like I was telling them, I'm seeing copium YouTube videos from everybody's favorite YouTubers and the commercialization of Ukraine war that's happened. That's people are like they don't want to mess up anything. They want to mess up their YouTube subscriber count and yuck the yum, but it's like they're not telling the truth.
I'm sure that I really I don't know how do you call it in English, like driven away.
Yeah.
I've driven away a lot of my subscribers, not the core.
Yeah.
I think all the core rollers will always be with me despite the ugly truth I'm telling. But people who wanna hear only
Good news.
good news, unfortunately, I cannot help, but I'm gonna be telling the truth. And we basically almost have no good news in Ukraine lately, and those news about F-16s, I was telling it on my stream that we have a meme that says Markiane de.
Yeah.
That's the video of a guy just walking and people and his friends are laughing like Markiane de, Markiane de. And we started talking about the F-16s like yeah, they're coming, they're soon gonna be here. It's hard to explain that meme. It's meme after all. It's not easy to explain them usually, but anyway, we laugh at that. We laugh about those fucking news which are happening every week. They're gonna be here by the end of the summer. They're gonna be in the next few weeks, in the next few months, and they keep telling this. Why not just quietly send them and start
for real.
working?
Like, that was such. Like I said, that Blinken announcement was also cringe. Like he announced a new video game release. All right, and today we're happy to announce the release of the F-16 for Ukraine, and then everybody clapped, and it's like, dude, so cringe, bro.
Yeah,
it's cringe.
And
like
Andrew said, guys, it's not even you who are giving F-16s, not US.
Yeah, it's the Netherlands, and
you announced it. Like
it's not even coming from the U.S. stocks. We have a shitload of them, but man.
Hey, Dr. Tuso. So it's an outside of a train station. We were kicked out from the inside and spending the last 2 hours standing here.
I'm more mad at Biden's gaffe than the air raid alarm that was going on.
Yeah.
That's why we're outside.
By the way, we just
I'm more upset with that than
we just heard air defense working.
Yeah.
They were trying to hit Shaheeds, I think. And I think they were successful because we did not hear much of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it just flown further.
There's nothing to worry about anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The F-16s are there now. Where? From where are you looking at?
Maybe on Starokonstantinov airfield, which was hit by
But it was hit
Russian
today.
missiles.
Russian sent missiles to it today, you guys.
Guys, we
Like-
also don't have any protection on our airfields.
Yeah, there's no those Patriots, and you're going to come in handy. But like, I hope the Patriots get here before the F-16, so they have protection because there's no protection.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, great news! Biden announced 5 Patriot systems.
There's some good news.
Are gonna be given today, but you know, lately I'm not becoming happy of those news right away, because the thing is, those 5 Patriot missiles. Не працює. So those 5 Patriot systems might be, you know, coming after, like, they will be financed now. They will be, contracts will be signed and paid for, and maybe then in a year or 2 we will get those 5 systems. But no, they will be produced in let's say a year, right? Okay, it's possible to produce five of them in a year, but then they will be delivered in the next year or 2. Like, so it may take 2 years to deliver those, guys. We don't have that time.
There's no time for that.
There's no time.
No, nothing. You know, it's just not. Professor Greta says they are there. If Professor Greta says they're here, I guess they're here then. I don't know.
Okay, guys, even if they're here, the quantity of them will not change the situation significantly. We need 125 at least, as Zelensky said. Only then we will be able to suppress the Russian aviation. That's the situation. Unfortunately, 6 of them or 16 of them will not make any positive change here and now, and we're losing too much because of the glide bombs. And attacking airfields is actually more you know, efficient way to deal with those glide bombs, and for that we need that fucking permission to hit for 300 kilometers or more with ATACMS. Come on, Biden, please don't
Like,
shit yourself even more.
Fix this and allow them to strike into the Russian territory. It needs to happen.
I'll fucking do that. Cypher, thank you for $25. Super chat. Gets some more water and food on me, Rick. Thank you.
Kuleba announced some.
Dr. Tuso, thank you for 50 gifted memberships. You're welcome, guys. Thank you, Dr. Tuso. Kuleba announced some, but yeah, guys.
I really wish F-16s were the fix. They're not.
That's not a miracle weapon that will just click and let us win.
Yeah, it's great that
enough.
they're finally been here after they should have been here last year, but they should have, like, there's so much things that need to be fixed, you guys. Like, it's overwhelming. Like, I'm overwhelmed thinking of all the things that need to change for, like, after what we've seen for the past week. We've been here for the week. Like, I'm sorry, unless you have a YouTuber that's also been out in the front lines. You know who's great? Jonathan from ATP Geopolitics.
Oh, Jonathan.
He saw it.
Huge shout
Dylan
out.
Burns. Dylan's embedded with units. Big Dylan.
Huge shout out to Dylan.
Unless they're a YouTuber that's out here or like been here or knows what they're talking about, or talking to somebody that knows what they're talking about. I don't know. There's
Anna from Ukraine.
Anna from Ukraine.
Here.
Operator Starsky.
Oh no, Ukrainian Anna,
Ukrainian
who lives
Anna.
in Kharkiv.
Yeah.
She knows a lot. So guys, yeah, because glide bombs are falling next to her. Well, maybe not next
Thanks,
to her
Duncan. You
house.
appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Duncan.
Big dunk on you, super chat.
It's Dunk on you.
Yeah,
I always read it like Dunk on.
It's Dunk on you 23, which is like Michael Jordan.
Ah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Dunk on you.
Absolutely. Good work this week. Thank you so much. We have so much video to show you guys, and it's going to be uplifting videos. Like, if anything, our content will be pretty uplifting, I guess, like from the help that we were giving.
Yeah, I think
we're not going to have positive reports for things that are out of our control, but the things we were in control of, you guys will like that for sure.
Good that you mentioned
Yeah. So we got something for you. We got some positivity with that, because it really was, though. Like, the soldiers appreciated so much. Like I said, the people we met, just, oh my goodness, like the outpouring of support. But that's just why it makes me so frustrated, because there's so many things that need to be changed that are out of our control, that we can't do anything. And here I am thinking, for the last 2 years of my YouTube channel, oh man, we're fucking, and it's like a drop in the water, man. Like literally, it's like a drop in the bucket compared to what needs to be fixed.
Yeah, but you know, with our grassroots efforts, we're like combined with other communities, other what else do we have?
Yeah.
Funds.
Yeah.
We actually bring some positive change. A lot of people, I think, Ukrainian volunteers. We heard stories from Zhenya. He said, you know, I get reports from them that our Ukrainian government is actually putting obstacles in front of them to just help soldiers. They cannot do it.
Yeah.
They are not letting them do that. So now some Ukrainian volunteers are giving up, and that means that international support should grow because inside Ukraine it's becoming harder to provide help.
Yeah, CJ had a sorry FM. CJ I think had a
wonder
fat finger
why
moment
it's
there.
blinking.
You shouldn't have been timed out. It happens. Shout out to the mod team.
Okay,
Yep.
1942 and 1943 also looked very bleak. Hang in there. I hope it's our 1942 and 43. But something's telling me that no, US is not willing to step up.
You would have to have, if you want
And join the
1942,
war.
yeah, if you want the US would have to join, or France, or
It's
a
not
Western
the
country.
same.
It's not the same. Like in terms of the scale of the war, yes, of like the warfare being used and employed by Russia, but it's not the Allies versus the Nazis here. Okay, it's not like Ukraine has the support of the Allies against the Russian Nazis. Okay, they don't. It's just Ukraine. If it was the full Allied support here, and like they were fighting with Ukraine or helping or like covering the western regions of Ukraine, while then Ukraine can go and fight in the east, for example, or just protecting cities. But they're not. I don't think that's going to happen. And if it does, it'd probably be from France or Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania.
Look, Andrew, I slided and it's your stream.
Oh, you did? I came up right away.
Yeah, you're.
We're cutting in and out. But Rick's buffering hard.
I know, but refresh the page, guys. It will help.
Are we still buffering, you guys? Let me get a plus. We good? Yeah, sorry, FM.
It's interesting. Look, I have like green.
Yeah, you got green.
Rate. I don't know why.
Remember the stolen children. Thanks for all the work you guys do. Yeah, we never forget that.
way.
Don't forget what happened on Monday at the cancer ward. Okay, it's good still. All right, we're good. In Kyiv, Russia's sending KH-101s at kids with cancer. Okay, it's good. Rick pulled it up on there. It looked like it was lagging. Rick's still lagging. Yeah, that Streamlabs, that can be tough at times. Yeah, it was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Thank you, Johan. Russia's #1 goal is to immobilize support. That's their whole disinfo game. Yeah, but things need to change here, though. Still, regardless, definitely. That's why it's extra tough, because you got obviously the Russians and their propaganda for everything, but there still needs to be lots of changes here. You guys think the talk about Ukraine joining NATO is something that will happen soon, or not at all? Well, they're ascending according to NATO, but the current, I don't like things internally need to change for that to be a real thing, especially the European Union. Like, that's why it's taking so long, and things aren't changing inside of Ukraine fast enough either. Like at the governmental level and at the command level for some units. There's, again, like I said, there's great commanders that care about their guys. They don't have a Soviet mindset. They have a Western mindset for their troops. But there's units that don't have that. And you can't join NATO with the Soviet mindset for your units and for your guys and sending them to a meat grinder on the Ukraine side. It's like Russia's not trying to become a part of the West. They're the enemy of the West, right? Ukraine's trying to become part of our everything. And they should have ascended to the European Union in 2014, but obviously because of Yanukovych and the president, and then also Putin, Like, these last 10 years could have been spent getting the roads built, getting everything, all the European Union requirements. Like, all these last 10 years could have been spent doing that. But no, Putin ripped up that deal and then put troops in Ukraine immediately. So it's been like Ukraine's been on the back foot. And yes, it is coming. It's all Russia. It's all Russia. We wouldn't be in the situation without them, for sure. Definitely. We wouldn't be talking about a full-scale war if Russia didn't invade. However, things need to change internally for there to be serious, impactful changes that are on the side of Ukraine again. And that doesn't mean that can't happen with serious support, like I said, or not holding on to villages or cities that are being like preservation of life for the soldiers and getting them back to those defensive positions.
Mine stopped working and it's not restarting for some reason.
Heck.
Even though I restarted, I think it's that fucking bug again.
Probably, bro.
Yeah.
Stupid Streamlabs bug.
Yeah.
Heck.
You never experienced it, right?
No, I haven't had that one.
Okay. Let me then just finish.
Well, we
it
probably have
side.
like what? We gotta get going here too, don't we? What time is it? Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta end it. Just
Yeah, we're gonna have to end
give
here
me
quick.
a second. I'll finish it on my side. You're still live on Twitch. I know, but
It's
Yeah,
a
we gotta
Streamlabs
go.
app, you guys. But well, I'll have more to say. We're still, it's still pretty vague. I mean, I'm telling you guys the reality of the front, but I didn't get to tell. I'm not telling you where we went or where we were, and I won't until I get back home in the States, just for operational security and stuff. We're gonna have a shared Google Drive for all of our videos and everything that we took. We went the whole, except for no, we didn't go into the by Sumi, but we like the whole front from the northeast to the east, southeast, south. We saw it. We saw it. They took us as close as we could. Pretty tight spots in a couple of cases, but I mean that's just the reality of the situation.
Andrew, I want to make a shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
To Yuri M.
Shout out to Yuri. Miss you, Yuri.
Thank you, Yuri. $500 donation.
Wow.
It's actually in Ukrainian, I think, maybe translated, but yeah, it says, "Hello, Yaroslav. I'm watching your stream right now, and I notice either your tiredness or depression. If I only could, I would give you the opportunity to sleep for about 10 days in a row. I am sending you donations because my contact who I am working with is currently on rotation. So thank you so much, Yuri. These dollars will be sent to our fundraiser for 2 night vision goggles for the group of the Blackbeard of Kulchitsko Battalion. And we are raffling the patch, the GUR patch, the main director of the intelligence of Ukraine patch. $10 for a ticket. You have yourself 500 tickets. If you're watching this on Andrew's stream, please let me know.
Is Yuri he's usually on here.
Yeah?
Yeah, Yuri's always been on here. Yeah,
That's
he's on my
cool.
gaming channel and everything. So if he
Yuri
is or if he
your,
isn't.
renegade.
Actually, ironically, Knucking Futz Yuri was in the chat the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
2 days ago. So you're asking about him. He literally just checked in the chat. Didn't expect it at all, but it surprised me. He's like, "Hey, was you the one that met me in the hospital with Starsky last year?" I said, "Yeah." And he checked in. And he said he's doing.
I would love to meet Yuri. I know about
Yeah,
his channel.
he was injured last year in Kyiv, so me and Starsky went and visited him.
Oh.
But he was in the chat, and he's still working. He's still doing stuff. So we got to see him live in the chat, and he gave a good update. Yeah, he's working on something special. It's good. Chat saw it then. Yeah. So we have to go get ready to get back home. Home.
Yeah, home to Kyiv.
Home to Kyiv. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll do another check-in when I get back to Kyiv tomorrow night, likely, or just tomorrow during the day. I'm gonna put a video out tomorrow of the latest, like a regular update, like I've been doing, but I haven't been able to. So I'll edit a video for you guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for the truth on everything, because that's all I know how to do. I'm not paid by anybody to say things, so I just speak my mind all the time. It hurts me sometimes.
Same
But
here.
it can hurt me sometimes, but I don't care. I'm just take me as you will.
Well,
Take me as I am.
Actually, rollers are paying me, but they never tell me what to say. Okay,
Then,
thank you.
yeah,
Rollers.
yeah. Same with the Renegades. Like they donate to the Buy Me a Coffee and they support independent journalism, but they're not like you have to say this. I might make them mad. I might make them mad some. Yeah,
You have to dance.
do a twirl.
You have to. Yeah. What else do those kind of streamers
Yeah,
do?
the TikTok dances are just cringe. Cringe on main. All right, you guys, take care. Have a good night. Subscribe. Join the Discord server. Go subscribe to Rick the Ukrainian YouTube channel.
Thank you guys, and thank you for watching it on my side. Sorry that it just interrupted. Thank you for finishing up here with Andrew and me on his channel. Thank you for all the donations that you sent today and will be sending in the future. Please, guys, let's finish Andrew's campaign. Please donate to that one if you still haven't done it yet. Because 60, how much? 60?
Yeah, we're like 64%. We were 64%. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
But now we gotta run. We love you.
Yep.
You know that. Yeah. Our train is gonna be here in
Very,
just 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So
we
take
gotta
care, you guys. Check in when we get to Kyiv. Have a good night.
Yeah.